From Thurman Munson Stadium in Canton, welcome to Big Time Sports in Canton Class A Baseball. Tonight is the last game of the season as we have playoff structure at will, and we're going to find out early who's going to be playing in the playoffs next week. Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Dunn, along with my broadcast partner tonight, John L. Jancic. And John, this is an important game because one of these teams is going to get a bye and another team is going to head into the playoffs next week. They're looking for momentum right now.
Absolutely, Joe. You have the first and third place teams here in the league, and the winner here is going to bump up and solidify that one seed. And absolutely two really good teams here. The Summer Sport, the defending champion Class A, Summer Sports versus the Jerzees Yard Goats. So should be a fun one, Joe.
Yeah, we'll go over the standings and let you know how important these games are as we bring you game one of a doubleheader. Be a second game tonight as right now we are playing in the top half of the first inning, and already I think we got, one down, John?
Actually have two outs here. For first batter, Gavin Swope, the left fielder, made a diving play for the first out, and then the pitcher, Drew Gernert, took it upon himself and struck out Ben Yoder for the second out of the inning. So
we got two down, top of the first. We'll go over the standings in a minute to let you know how important this game is, but suffice it to say, we've got a beautiful night for baseball here at Thurman Munson Stadium with a lot on the line tonight between these two teams that'll battle all season long, and we'll have our first base runner of the game on a walk.
All right. That was
John,
number 8,
you've watched
Chris
this league all season long, and both these teams are probably right at the top, and as we mentioned, they're looking for some momentum now to get a win tonight.
Well, absolutely. These two are two higher seeds, but there's a reason for that. They have really good pitching, and they play well defensively behind. So the guy on the hill right now, Drew Gernert, pitched in the minor leagues. And so a lot of good talent out there, and should be fun one tonight.
There goes the runner. He's going to go in sliding in the second base. A throw from center field, not in time. And we've got a runner on third. High throw from the catcher. John, that went into center field, and well, they didn't stop. They end up at third base with two down.
No, really good running there by Chris Alexander. Alert to pick up that extra base. Now he's in scoring position, could score in a pass ball or who knows what.
So we play here in the top of the first inning, two down. Infield playing back, try and cut off this run. And that is hit foul down that left field line and out of play. Every time we do a game here, John, we marvel at what has happened with this Thurman Munson facility. Turned into really a showcase here in Stark County.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I mean, it used to be a gem, used to be a diamond, in the middle of Stark County, 3 decades ago. And obviously over the course of time, everything needs a little facelift. And Canton City Schools did a wonderful job replacing the turf, making the whole field turf, and really just an absolute gem.
There's a ground ball right to first baseman. Gets off his leg. They throw, and they got him by half a step. Nice recovery by the first baseman, John, as that went off his leg, and second baseman picked it up, made a nice quick throw, and saved that runner from coming in from third. So we are scoreless now as he headed to the bottom of the first inning. Nice defensive play, though.
Absolutely. Jared Sanders, the first baseman. Very rarely do you see a 3-4-3 put
That's
out.
Right.
But Jared Sanders knocked it down. The second baseman, Chase Duplain, swooped in. Heads-up play, and Sanders got back to the bag and got him just in time.
Well, we have a minute, John. Why don't you go over the standings? Maybe people watching tonight, they don't get a feel for what happened with Class A baseball. We have 6 teams, and let's update the standings for them.
Sounds good. Well, your first place team currently, so this is the last week of the regular season, and Summer Sports is 13-5, followed up by the 2 seed, the Ohio Spikes, who are 12-4-1. Third place is Jerzees, the Jerzees Yard Goats, at 13-6. The Vuk Grips A's come in at 8-10-1. The 5th seed, the Hilshire Clark, is 7-10, and then Ziegler Tire is the 6th seed. So you have the first and third seeds here, and again, should be a really good baseball game. I think these teams have played 3 times in the regular season, and all of them been decided by a run or two. So this should be another great one.
We'll try and pick up the batting order for you here for Jerzees. We're going to take a look at the starting pitcher. John, you've watched him. What do you think of this young guy?
You know what? Dylan Hetherington's his name. He just graduated from Marlington High School. Just a talented kid, a basketball, baseball kid. is 3-0 on the year with a 1.34 ERA and an even more impressive WHIP at 1.04. So has had a great season. He's going to further his career, his education and pitching at the University of Findlay.
There you go. Going to be a Findlay Oiler.
Yes, he is.
Which you're familiar with. Your son was an outstanding basketball player at Louisville, then on up to Findlay, where he had a great career.
Absolutely. Findlay is just a wonderful place. Coach Ernst is doing some great things there, and as the basketball coach, and they have a great just athletic culture there. So I'm sure Dylan's going to have a wonderful career there.
Let's pick up this leadoff hitter right now for Summer Sports as they bat here in the bottom of the first inning.
So this is T.J. Newman. He's going to be a senior at Evangel College in, I believe it's Missouri.
It is Missouri, yep.
So, yeah.
Had a friend go there years and years ago.
Really?
Evangel is a small school, as you mentioned, in Missouri, but a good athletic history.
Absolutely, and T.J. has had a wonderful season. One of the top all-around players in the league, and you see it right there with a base hit to center field.
Yeah, knocked that one right in the center field for the first hit of the game. So Newman becomes the base runner on first. That's one more look at that. John, what do you see here on this pitch?
Well, he did a good job hitting it where the pitch is thrown. And so an outside fastball, he didn't try to pull it and roll over to the shortstop. He just served it in the center field. And now Mr. Newman is where he wants to be at first base, and one of the fastest base runners, one of the fastest guys in the league. So it'll be interesting to see here the lefty holding him on.
Yeah, I was talking to the coach before the game, John. He gave me an interesting story. TJ played high school baseball out in Colorado, and I think had the Colorado high school record for stolen bases with 46. So you know he can run.
Oh, absolutely, and I believe in that season, from talking to the coach as well, he was never caught stealing.
Never caught.
So that's quite impressive, man.
Yeah, you can guess he'll be taken off as soon as he can. But you mentioned the pitcher coming out of Barberton. The Magics, of course, outstanding basketball and baseball. I go way back. They had a catcher come out of Barberton. There goes the runner.
Great.
And he's going to go in with a slide and a stolen base.
Great jump. The catcher had no chance there. Newman went on first movement on Hetherington, and the Evangel product takes second, and the Summer Sports is in business.
Let's watch that jump. That was pretty easy, John.
Yeah, that's stealing right there. No pun intended.
That pitch breaks low. So T.J. Newman with the single to center, a stolen base. He's in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. I mentioned Barberton. I go way back. They had a catcher named Hal Narragon. I don't know if that name's familiar to baseball fans. You got to be an old timer to remember that name. But he was a catcher for the Barberton Magics. Later played for the Cleveland Indians. So great athletic history and tradition up at Barberton.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, this is J.T. Thiessen. He goes to Tri-C, and a good middle infielder, and he just draws the walk.
So the first two runners are aboard for Summer Sports. Newman out at second. Thiessen now at first. And here's John Poole. Plays at Heidelberg.
Yes, big, strong catcher. Throws right, bats right. Tough guy to make a mistake.
And they got him. I'll tell you, that's something new experience for T.J. Newman.
Wow.
As he tried to steal third and gets thrown out.
Absolutely. I hope he can sleep tonight because he is definitely not used to that one. That one might keep him up a little bit here. But a great job by the catcher there, Braden White. Johnny on the spot picking up that ball in the dirt and shooting him out at third base.
He'll be talking about that throw all night long. That's a highlight reel right there.
Well, something tells me Mr. Newman's going to have another chance to steal a base. So let's see if he can redeem himself here in the coming innings.
So Thiessen still becomes a runner at first. Now one out after Newman tagged out at third on the stolen base attempt. John Poole out of Hudson High School in Heidelberg takes that one just off the corner. Hudson explores. Outstanding athletic program up there. Good football program up at Hudson.
Absolutely.
I think John played football also. I know some of those Hudson people up there.
Yeah, John Hudson with a wing T look is a dangerous team. So John Poole batting .375 on the year, having a really nice season. a really good defensive catcher, but when you have a good defensive catcher and he's batting .375, that's just an added plus. And that's a reason why Summer Sports right now is the first place team in this league, or a big reason.
Maybe we'll talk about how these teams are formed a little bit later in the telecast, John, but it's interesting how the coaches recruit and use their current players to recruit other players. Another stolen base, except it's going to be a walk. So Thiessen was off with the pitch, but it's ball 4 as John Poole becomes a runner at first base.
Well, I tell you what, third base coach and manager Scott Koenig is really aggressive on the base paths so far tonight. And yeah, on the 3-2 pitch there, Thiessen was going. Had a great jump and had it stolen either way, but Poole was able to draw the walk.
So runners on first and second, 2 down. And here is Chase Duplain, another Heidelberg student prince.
A lot of smart guys on this Summer Sports team.
I think he played at Massillon High School, too.
Yeah, Chase is a two-way guy. He can play a lot of different positions as well as he can spin it on the mound. So a very valuable player for the Summer Sports team.
So Summer Sports trying to break out on top here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 down, runners on first and second. Glad you joined us here on Big Time Sports as we bring you late season action in Canton Class A baseball. And I know you're excited, John, about Class A baseball back after, it's back, I think, what, this 3rd or 4th year it's back after being gone for about 10 or 12 years.
Yep. So it's, it's a special league. Oh,
line drive right at the right fielder. He catches that one head high for the second out of the inning. Hit hard, John, but right at the right fielder.
Absolutely. Good play there by the right fielder. Don't have his number at the moment here. But yeah, great play coming in and more importantly, keeping the runner at second base there. So, but yeah, the Class A league has been kind of ingrained in the Stark County community for decades upon decades. And yeah, I think its last year was 2009 and it folded for about 12 years. And then this is the 4th year back, and it's just wonderful to have a place for a lot of these guys who play in college, who live in the area, able to come back and play in this league.
Here's Gavin Swoop, who played high school baseball at Lake, former Blue Streak. Trying to come up with a base hit here with runners on first and second in the bottom of the first.
And that's one of the fun things about this league is you got obviously a lot of area kids.
You're
so,
right.
Lake kids playing Jackson kids and this and that. It's like after the game, so obviously a lot of good friendly rivalries, but a lot of familiarity out there. So it's kind of fun.
That's it right over the mound, and good play by the shortstop, and picks it up and tags second. That's the play of the game thus far. John, diving stop going to his left, jumped up, and the force at second ends the inning.
My goodness, great play there.
That's one more look, John. What do you see here on the replay?
Well, obviously, he saves a run first and foremost, loses the sunglasses, but in the process keeps his head about him and gets the force out at second because he had no play at first. So just a great play there.
So we have played 1 inning of baseball here at Thurman Munson. We've got no scores. We head to the top of the second.
By the American Lighting Association, Furbay's Light Shop is your go-to for all lighting needs, residential, commercial, or industrial. Our experts assist with every detail, from bulb size and fixture type to designing layouts. Visit us for hands-on displays showcasing various fixtures, or log in to furbay.com/lightshop. Let us help you visualize the perfect light for your space. Whether you need advice or want to explore lighting options, stop by or log in to Furbay's Light Shop today and see how we can brighten your project.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hi, I'm James here at 705 South Tuscarawas Avenue in Dover, Ohio at New Image Auto Sales. Wait a second, is this supposed to rain today? Come with me inside our massive indoor showroom because Ohio weather is so unpredictable. You can check out all our nice pre-owned vehicles inside our indoor showroom. And every car comes with a lifetime warranty and is priced at or below KBB retail. And every vehicle comes inspected prior to hitting the showroom floor so that you know exactly what you're getting. And our inventory is moving so fast. Scan the QR code to see what's available right now. Don't see what you like? Check back tomorrow. Look, car buying doesn't have to suck. Stop in here at Newman Auto Sales year-round, where we have an indoor showroom, climate-controlled, that's been family-owned and operated since 2019, where you can find your next luxury pre-owned vehicle. So scan the QR code or check out our website to see today's inventory. I'll see you soon.
Joe Dunn, John L. Jancic back at Thurman Munson Stadium. You're watching Class A baseball, Canton style, here at Thurman Munson Stadium. As we move to the top of the second inning. Jerzees against Summer Sports, two teams that have really played well all summer long, as we mentioned in the pregame. Trying to gain some momentum heading into the playoffs next Monday and Tuesday. Championship game right back here at Thurman Munson next Wednesday. And maybe, John, if we had a moment, you can explain the playoff structure, what this game means and what's going to happen Monday and Tuesday leading into the title game on Wednesday.
Well, there are 6 teams in the league. The top 2 seeds get a bye, which is pretty important. When you're playing 3 games, a quarterfinal, semifinal, and final. So having to only play the semifinals and finals and playing one less game really saves a lot of pitching there. And so that's why this game is vitally important, because the winner of this is guaranteed a first-round bye. And so the first 2 seeds get a bye, and then the 3rd seed will play the 6th seed in one quarterfinal, and the 4 and 5 seeds will play in the other quarterfinal. And then the winner of the 4-5 will play the 1. The winner of the 3-6 will play the 2 seed. And
that ball is hit right at home plate, and the catcher staggers and makes the catch. Boy, the catcher, you always know that ball's going to come back to you. And catchers will learn that at a young age, that it'll always come back to you a little bit.
You know what, Joe? I was a left-hander, so I never played catcher, and so I've never really experienced it. But it still amazes me how they're able to move around and turn their back and make a play.
Moving.
Absolutely, and really good play. It's going to be interesting tonight, Joe. With it's obviously hot out. I think it's 92 degrees, probably heat index closer to 100, and especially, being on the turf there, it's probably well over 100 degrees on the field, and so. This is not for the mentally weak tonight. Let's put it that way.
1 down here in the top of the second inning for Jerzees. And that is hit down that left field line. It's going to go in and roll all the way to the wall. Picked up by the left fielder. And with a sliding double here in the top of the second inning.
That was Gabe Amicone, the Muskingum Muskie product with the double down the line.
There's this big play replay, John, and nice swing through that one and lined it down that left field line.
Well, Gernert tried to come in on him, and Amicone did a good job of really turning on that pitch and lacing it down the left field line.
So the runner at second base, 1 down here in the top of the second. Now we're going to have a little conference out at the mound to try and discuss how they're going to attack the hitter. You mentioned the heat out there, but I don't know about you, John. When I played, I loved to play in this type of weather. I mean, the slide, the dirt would hang on to your wrists, and you felt like you were playing baseball.
You know what? That's kind of one of the things lost in this day and age is these guys don't really experience that.
Exactly.
Now in this entitled culture of playing on turf all the time.
You're right.
It's nothing like playing on a dirt field and taking ground balls off the chest with a bad hop.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, but no, absolutely. Listen, I would take this in a heartbeat over playing in a 42-degree day, in the spring. So.
Yeah, you talk to the young guys now about playing in the dirt. They look at you funny, because I'm not sure there's too many high school dirt fields left in Stark County. Most everybody has the turf now.
You know what? There's less and less, and it's kind of like, in football fields as well. Like, very rarely do you play on natural turf, or natural grass, I should say.
Line drive, right center field. That's going to go in for a base hit. Run's going to score. Standing up, and it's 1-0 as Jerzees takes an early lead here in the top of the second inning.
Braden White, the big righty from Union College with the RBI single there. And just again, a good piece of hitting there. Gernert tried to go outside, and Braden wouldn't let him have it.
So Jerzees jumps out on top. 1-0 as we play early in this baseball game. Let's see if they try and steal here. That's hit foul down the right field first base line.
This is Nate Johnson, Hiram Terrier, going into, I believe, his junior year. He's had a nice season for the Jerzees Yards Goats.
Yeah, we talked to the Jerzees coach before the game. Gets a lot of his players there from the Hiram Terriers baseball program.
Yeah, you're going to see most of these guys tonight play in college somewhere, and so it's you know, the level is pretty darn high, and this league's only getting better and better by the year. Johnson batting .318 on the year.
Got to take that one low. They don't have the distance to the left field. I would say, what, about 330 down the lines?
Yeah, it's a big, you know, it's a big park. Obviously, Munson Stadium, you know, once the home of the Canton Akron Indians decades ago, and so these dimensions have not changed. So, you know, they don't have it down, but probably 330 down the line, probably 375, 380 in the alleys, and 405 to dead center.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get one out tonight with a wood bat, you're going to have to put a charge in it.
Called strike 3. One more look at that one as Drew Mason makes his way to home plate. A good pitch right in the corner, John.
Yeah, a good, well-located slider there. Gernert making a pitch when he had to.
Here's Drew Mason with a runner on first. Jerzees with one run in here in the top of the second to lead 1-0.
Drew, the 5'10", 190-pound product from Hiram, entering his senior year.
We'll talk about some of the outstanding players that have played in this league before. John, you played against some really good players when you played in this league and coached in this league.
Absolutely. So yeah, I played here in the mid-90s when I was in college, and then I'm fortunate enough now to be a manager in the league for the Boot Grips A's, and yeah, back then it was a lot of fun. You'd have a lot of guys playing high college baseball, and a number of ex-minor leaguers came back, and I still remember facing Roger Bagg, who was in his mid-30s, played in AAA at one point. He was out of the minors by then, but I remember him showing up and pitching both ends of a doubleheader against us. He threw 14 innings of shutout ball against us, and so Roger, if you're out there, I still have many sleepless nights thinking about that one.
Yeah, I remember that name. He was the stopper. I'll tell you, he was as good as it got here in Stark County for a few years.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's the league was at a very high level back then, and it's working its way up there again here in its fourth year of resurgence.
Pitch to Mason, and that's right at the letters for a called strike.
I tell you what, Gernert's doing a much better job this inning of really pitching ahead in the count. He's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes and putting these batters on their heels.
Nate Johnson, Jake just struck out and head back to the dugout.
Yep.
Now we're going to have another base runner as Drew Mason takes that one high for ball 4. So we got runners on first and second. Let's take a look at that pitch, John, and that one works itself high and out of the strike zone.
Yeah, Mason did a good job there keeping the bat on the shoulder, and the walk's as good as a hit, so well done. So Owen Walter, the Kent State Tusk product, comes to the plate.
Yeah, the Tuscarawas branch down in that new Philly area has a nice athletic program down there. People don't realize you can go down there in basketball, baseball, and have a good experience.
Absolutely, and Coach Morozic there, the baseball coach, has really recruited a lot of players in this league, and has some good things going on there.
That one works inside.
Well, I was just commending Gernert for working ahead. Well, these last couple of batters, he's fallen behind here, and a lot of stress pitches in this inning for him.
Round ball down the line, and that is fouled by inches. Well, that was close. Looked like it went right over the bag, but the home plate umpire quickly motioned that was foul. That's extra bases if it's fair.
Absolutely. The umpire did a really good job of being decisive on that call, and given the foul call, and from our vantage point, good call. Close call, but a good call.
Yes. 1 run in for Jerzees here in the top of the second. They lead at 1-0, John, but we expect a high-scoring game. You've watched these teams. Good hitting ball clubs.
You know, good hitting ball clubs, but good pitching ball clubs, and you know, in a wood bat league, it's a lot harder to score runs, and so it'll be interesting to see. But two good hitting teams. I would predict a good 6-5, something to that effect game tonight.
You mentioned the wood bats. Most of these guys, of course, did not use the wood bats in college. They're now playing wood bats here in the summer.
No, and it's an adjustment for sure, because if you don't hit it pure, it doesn't go anywhere. And so, you know, it's adjustment for these guys, but you know, it makes every at bat important. Even if you don't get a hit, getting a productive out where you move runners or something to that effect is really important.
Runners at first and second. 1 run in for Jerzees. They lead at 1-0 as we play in the top of the second here at Thurman Munson. Runners go. Swing through it for the second strikeout of the inning and the third out, but Jerzees puts 1 run across, John. They lead at 1-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Gernert did a good job there at gassing him up and just got him with the high heat, and Walter swung right through it.
We're going to take a break, come back with the bottom of the second here at Thurman Munson.
It's always that personal touch that they know you.
Primetime has people that can help you through every step of the way, and when you're my age, you need that extra help.
You don't want a lot of questioning when you're already dealing with a medical issue. Primetime is trying to help us get down the road as long as we can.
And if you're not in the right situation, a senior can lose everything. I feel with Primetime we picked the best program.
You're only as good as your people. And what we've done here is that we've created a culture where people flourish.
We don't want it to be a transaction. We want it to be something where there's a consultative approach, a relationship that allows us to really, one, ensure our customer the right way, but then two, to let them understand the value of getting to work with us.
It's an extreme amount of satisfaction for this team that we have right now. We've developed a team that is solely based on relationships.
The all-new 2026 Chevy Equinox is here at Bear Chevrolet Toyota. Sleek, smart, and ready for summer fun. With advanced tech, bold styling, and room for the whole crew, it's the perfect ride for every adventure. Stop in today, take a spin, and see why everyone's talking about the new Equinox. Bear Chevrolet Toyota on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
You've got only one body, so why not take care of it? Let iCryo Wellness and Recovery help you live a healthy lifestyle. iCryo will introduce you to recovery and wellness with their proven techniques that will surely make your body and mind a whole lot healthier. Evaluate your lifestyle with iCryo. Don't wait. Call now, 330-451-6365.
Joe Dunn, John L. Jancic back at Thurman Munson Stadium. So you go to the bottom of the second inning. You're watching Canton Class A baseball. Final games of the year as we head to tournament action next week. And right now we've got our first pitch here in the bottom of the second inning, brought to you by Wendy's.
Up to the plate is the center fielder, Trevor Zeekley, batting from the left side.
Got to take that one low and outside. These teams play what, 18, 19 game regular season?
So the way the season sets up is there's 6 teams. So you play all the other 5 teams 4 times. So on paper it's a 20 game regular season.
Okay.
Most teams get to that, but whether it's rainouts or what have you, normally you finish up anywhere between 18 and 20. So the Yard Goats, actually, this will be their 20th game tonight.
That ball hit high into left field. They're going to be an easy catch for the first out here in the bottom of the second.
And that's the left fielder, Nate Johnson, making the play.
So one down in the bottom of the second as Summer Sports tries to come up with the equalizer here in the bottom of the second. They're down 1-0 to Jerzees. We'll talk about some of the sponsors too, because as you know, John, it's one thing to start a league, then you need to come up with the sponsors, and the league has done a good job cultivating some sponsors that have stayed with these teams.
Well, absolutely. I mean, just here, these 2 teams here, Summer Sports is a good goods store that has sponsored Summer Sports here for the last couple of years, as well as Jerzees Bar and Grill really stepped to the plate and sponsored the Yard Goats this year, and it's just this league is not possible without the financial support of those sponsors, so that's greatly appreciated.
One down here in the Summer Sports bottom of the second inning. What's been the attendance like? I'm sure some fans have enjoyed watching this level of baseball to come out here at Thurman Munson. Nice facility, and enjoy a summer night of Class A baseball.
Well, absolutely. The league in general. Oh,
another pop-up on the left side. Could drop. Nice running catch by the third baseman.
Oh,
that is a highlight reel there, John, as he caught that. Was his back to the infield and caught it right over his shoulder for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, Drew Mason, going Willie Mays style there,
yes.
Joe.
That's worth another look.
Ball off the end of the bat. And also a very difficult play with a shortstop and a left fielder bearing down on him as well to make that over the shoulder catch.
Yeah, he was trying to make the catch and stay out of getting run down by the left fielder or the shortstop.
Absolutely, but back to the attendance. It's been wonderful. There's been great support here. Obviously, one, I think because the league is played at 4 really nice facilities, whether it's Thurman Munson Field or Louisville High School. Or North Canton High School, at which they just redid their field
yes.
in all turf, and just well done over there. And then the 4th field is the University of Mount Union. So all the games are played on turf, and parents and fans come out and really support. So
when you played, they were all dirt fields, but they had some. I remember living up in Akron, how good this Class A baseball league was. The next pitch is taken right at the belt for a called strike. But Canton Repository used to have the updated standings. They had the box scores in the paper. It was big time down here.
Absolutely. I mean, you would, and obviously back then you didn't have the internet, so you had to wait until the newspaper the next day. But yeah, the scores and box scores were in there, and you'd look at it. Oh, Joe Smith threw a complete game, and this guy had 2 hits, and it was great. And all the games back then were played at Cook Park
yes.
in Canton, Ohio, and that was not a turf field. That was all dirt and under the lights a lot of times.
I'm sure the crowds were big, because that's the 3rd out of the inning.
Well, I tell you what, Hetherington's didn't break a sweat that inning. He did a really good job of going 3 up, 3 down.
We have played 2 full innings. It's Jerzees 1, Summer Sports nothing, as we go to the top of the 3rd here at Thurman Munson.
The Daystar Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Malvern, Ohio, your ultimate destination for automotive excellence. Get behind the wheel of your dreams for our exclusive lineup of top quality vehicles. From sleek sedans to rugged SUVs, we have something for every driver. Explore our wide selection of premium cars and let our expert team help you find the perfect match. Don't settle for ordinary. Upgrade to extraordinary at Daystar Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Malvern. Introducing Pizza Oven, a legacy since 1956. For decades, we've delighted taste buds with our authentic flavors. Indulge in our scrumptious menu, carefully crafted to satisfy every craving. From crispy pizzas to fresh salads, tender chickens to savory pasta, we have it all. Visit pizzaoven56.com and experience the taste of tradition at your fingertips. Pizza Oven, serving Northeast Ohio at our 10 locations.
Rabbit Landscaping is Northeast Ohio's premier residential and commercial landscaping establishment in Jackson Township. They provide an ample amount of services including landscape design, hardscapes, deck and fence installations, outdoor lighting, lawn maintenance, leaf removal, and snow removal. Rabbit Landscaping aims to provide a quality, trustworthy landscaping service to your area. Call for a free quote at 330-936-7616.
Novelis is a global leader in flat-rolled aluminum and the world's largest aluminum recycler. Together, we forged a world-class team delivering high-quality products globally. We extend our positive impact by supporting local schools and community organizations. Novelis Uricksville cheers on students and families across various schools. Novelis Uricksville is rooting for you. Learn more at novelis.com.
It's March, baby, and Simpson Heating and Cooling is bringing the heat. And the shot is up. The shot is up. You call that a shot? Why don't we get somebody to teach these guys about the game of hoops?
What do you think, Coach?
So I thought you said these guys were all-stars.
They are a lot more professional here in their installation. Check out this installation. He's got one turn. He makes two turns. Wow! Sweet banana. We have got a full installation.
Now I see what you meant when you were talking about all-stars. These guys know what they're doing.
Somebody call for an all-star?
When madness hits your home, choose Simpson.
We are back at Thurman Munson Stadium as we head to the top of the third inning. Joe Dunn and John L. Jancic with you, bringing the play-by-play in color of Class A baseball. Final week of the regular season. Who's hitting a tournament play next week. And John, during the break, you were talking about the difference in the batting order and what this league can do as far as alternating hitters as you work your way through the lineup.
Yeah, so the Class A league, is a little bit unconventional in that, compared to watching a Major League Baseball game or something like that, where there's 9 spots in the batting order. In the Class A league, they have what's called line share. So you can bat as many guys as you want. You can, you can bat 9, you can bat 12, you can bat as many as you want. But with that, you can what's called line share. So if you want to bat 10 guys, 10 roster spots, but you have 11 guys, what you can do is you can have 2 guys line share on one line. As Schrader serves one into the right field,
that's going to catch
right
a gap and roll into deep right center, and that's going to be a
look out
triple. Now there will be no throw, head first slide anyway, so a leadoff triple here in the top of the third inning for Jerzees.
I tell you what, a great hit by Schrader there as we watch the replay. Serving it in the right center in a big park like this. When you put a charge into a baseball, you can run for days. And Schrader, a really fast baseball player, was able to go into third base without a throw. So Jerzees in business to start the third inning.
Jerzees with 1 run across. They lead at 1-0. And now a runner on third, trying to put 1 more across here in the top of 3. It's interesting. You go all the way back when your son and my son played t-ball. Everybody got to hit. You could hit 25 kids, right?
You could. The old t-ball days. Those all sound great until all of a sudden the game starts, and then you got 18 guys batting. You got kids rolling around in the dirt, and you have parents who are taking a bunch of pictures the first game, and come second game they're just trying to get the game over with. But They are cute back then, that's for sure. But
yep, Grandma and Grandpa would stay to the bitter end. It could be dark, and they'd still wait for grandson to come up for that final at bat.
Absolutely. You just never know when that special moment will happen. So.
Exactly. That pitch is high and outside. That's what's the beauty of baseball. We're talking about all the way back in T-ball. Now we're here, and these young guys have battled their way through and playing Class A baseball here in Canton.
Well, it's pretty special, Joe, because pitch to Barnett, who's the leadoff hitter. Jerzees, turned over the lineup, but a strikeout. Good pitch there by Gernert to get the first out of the inning.
Yeah, first out here in the top of the third.
Up the bat here is Ben Yoder, senior outfielder from Hiram. Really good player, and actually was the All-Star Game MVP of the last year's All-Star Game. So a really good player indeed.
Runner on third, one out here in the top of the third. Ben Yoder trying to at least get it into the outfield, get that run home.
Absolutely. Summer Sports with the infield in here, trying to cut the run down from home. So it'll be interesting to see what Yoder can do here.
Takes that one on the outside corner for a called strike. Yeah, talking with Ross Vukovic, we had him on our TV show a couple of weeks ago, and talking about, I guess you could call it the old days of Clanton A baseball, and he was telling some stories, and you could just tell how much fun he had. Another diving catch, another highlight reel, as that was ticketed for right field and a base hit. First baseman with a great catch going to his right.
Absolutely. Great diving catch there by number 34, Kellen Smith, to really save a run.
Yes.
So, but yeah, Ross telling old stories, Mr. Vukovic now, contrary to popular belief, he was not here when the league started back in the 60s.
Yes.
But he's been around a long time. So, and he more than anybody knows more about Canton baseball in general in the Class A League. And Ross is just a wonderful resource. And actually, I got to know him in the Canton Class A League when I was just after my freshman year in college. And Ross is a dear friend.
Yeah, he was fun to talk to. We could have talked baseball for another hour.
Absolutely. You want to talk baseball, that's the guy to talk to.
That ball is inside in the dirt. Leadoff triple, still out there at third base.
The three-hole hitter here, Chris Alexander, the shortstop, trying to bring him in. And Joe, that's what's special about this league in general. You were talking about, T-ball, and we all have that connection to baseball. This league especially, like my father played in the league back in the 60s. I played it in the 90s, and now I'm coaching my two sons in the 2020s. And so, that's not the only story of that family, kind of lineage. There's a lot of that in this league, and it's definitely a special league, and it's fun to see these guys out there competing.
That ball breaks outside again in the dirt. Jerzees up 1-0. They have a runner on third with a chance to put that second run across the plate. Still early in this game. And that one's on the corner. Called strike 3, and of course, batter doesn't think so. I'm not going to argue too much on that one, but that runner stranded on third, John. That is a good pitching to get out of that one.
Well, Gernert did a wonderful job there. The Mount Union product. Man on third, nobody out. Just painting the outside corner there, and really a great job to get out of that jam with a man on third, nobody out. So a missed opportunity for the Yard Goats, and let's hope manager Ray Deckman isn't shaking his head or thinking about that one later on tonight.
So we have played 2.5 innings here at Thurman Munson. It's Jerzees 1 and Summer Sports nothing, and they come to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. As we mentioned, John, you've seen the growth as a player and a coach. What's the goal of this league now? Do you get more teams, more sponsors, or are you pretty well set at 6 right now?
Well, you know what? This is the 4th year of the league. The first year it had 3, the second year it had 4, and then the third year we went to 8. And the expansion was a little bit too much. You had a couple teams that really struggled to get players to games consistently, and so that's why this year the league decided to really go from 8 down to 6 quality teams, and so I think the goal is to get back up to 7 or 8 teams,
okay.
but not to sacrifice quality. And
exactly.
so the goal is Stark County and the surrounding counties are so talent rich in general. There's a lot of great high school programs here and a lot of kids who play in college. And so the more you can keep that homegrown talent around, you know, and it's a wonderful league. You know, college, kind of the impetus behind this league, you know, coming back was, you know, these college baseball players, they grind from mid-August to May. And so, you know, anybody who's played a college sport knows that college athletics is not some walk in the park. It's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of work. But so you need a break, but in the summertime you also need to get reps. And so that's how this league kind of came about, to where 20 games is enough to help keep you sharp, but not, you know, not wear you out of the game of baseball.
Playing in the bottom of the third inning. I'm not sure if we're going to get a fan cam here or take a look at some of the fans.
Joe, we may want to hold off on the kiss cam here. There's been some controversy here.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to get anybody in trouble. That's for sure. That ball's in the dirt. Yeah, Big Time Sports. We have been here covering high school tournament baseball. Saw some great games here the past few years, and glad to be part of Class A baseball now with our coverage. Charlie Jones will have the call next Wednesday night on the Class A championship game. Not sure who's going to be playing, but I'm sure it'll be two quality teams.
Absolutely, Joe. And no offense, hopefully I'm not sitting here doing the game with you. That means I might be playing in it, or my team might be playing in it. But Hetherington induces the tapper there by Jared Sanders. And Walter, the catcher, makes the play, the throw to first base, and we got one out.
First out of the inning here in the bottom of the third.
Well, I tell you what, it's also, being a manager, it's really important to get that first out of the inning.
There's another look at it, John, right?
Yep.
Right on the front of the plate. Good job by the catcher. Sometimes you want to hurry and you can't come up with it, but you got to keep your composure and make a good throw.
Absolutely. Did a good job of collecting himself and, threw a bullet to first base there. Up next is the right fielder, Kellen Smith.
He sets right back to the mound. Good stab, two out here in the bottom of the third.
Well, I tell you what, Hetherington's really found a rhythm in this game right now and is really dealing.
Nice play by the pitcher, reached out with the glove hand. Easy throw over to first for the second out.
And with that reach, the 6'4" southpaw has quite a reach with that glove, and it was easily able to dispatch a Smith.
All right, across the heart of the plate for a called strike.
So the Summer Sports gets back to the leadoff guy, T.J. Newman.
T.J. Newman singled to start the game. Stole second, but surprise, surprise, thrown out at third, trying to steal third.
Yeah, he's not used to that very often. So 1 for 2 stealing bases. That's about my my free throw percentage right there, Joe, but not quite as good as in stolen bases, but that's all right.
In the hole, they're going to have a hard time throwing him out.
Tough play for Alexander.
And I think they're going to call him safe.
Yeah, tough play for Alexander there in the hole. Collected himself, tried to make a strong throw. Newman just too fast, and gets his shot at redemption here.
A bang-bang play at first, and Newman becomes the base runner with 2 out. Let's take one more look. What do you see here, John? This is a heck of a play by the shortstop, but as we mentioned, Newman can run.
Well, Alexander, the shortstop, did a good job of getting to the ball, but it's one of those things kind of identifying who's at the plate, and I feel like he kind of maybe collected himself a little too much there and gave Newman a chance to beat the play. You always have to know when that guy's at the plate.
Here's J.T. Thiessen, number 2 hitter for Summer Sports, with Newman, the base runner, on first with 2 down.
Look for Newman to steal here, especially with 2 outs, trying to get in a scoring position.
Doesn't go there.
And what you may see here too is Hetherington, normally a lefty looking at the guy at first base, will take a high leg kick to hold him, but sometimes Newman will run on that first movement. So look for Hetherington to slide step here to try to keep him off balance.
Newman doesn't go. That's a ground ball in the hole. Good hit and run. And Newman's going to stop at second as the right fielder playing shallow, John. Probably could have thrown him out. Good decision by Newman to stop at second.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, that's good awareness there by Newman. Normally you might look for him to go first or third there, but good way to pick up the right fielder, Gabe Amicone. And Gabe's got a really strong arm in right field, and Newman did a good job of just going station to station there. So
here's John Poole, who walked back in the first inning. Has a chance for an RBI with Newman out at second. Thiessen the runner at first. 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
Hetherington kind of working away, trying to stay out of that kind of wheelhouse there for Mr. Poole.
Takes that one in the dirt. Good stop. Now Newman got thrown out at third, John, as we talked about back in the first. You got your number 3 hitter up. Does that kind of stop Newman maybe from stealing? Don't take the bat out of your number 3 hitter?
Yeah, you would assume so. Oh,
there's a ground ball to short. No play. I don't think they're going to. No, high throw. That's going to score a run. Shortstop hesitated, John. I think he wanted to get Newman at third on the force. Then he looked up and said, maybe I don't have a chance, and then overthrow at first scores Newman. We're tied at 1.
Well, again, you give T.J. Newman tremendous credit going on contact there. Alexander, once again, underestimates Newman's speed, and that kind of got him crossed up, where John Poole's a wonderful guy, but he's a big catcher, and normally big catchers don't run incredibly well. And so Alexander had plenty of time, but just airmailed first base, and Summer Sports gets their first run of the game.
Nice play by the shortstop, but again, he backhanded that one and wanted to get Newman at third. Then I think you called it correctly. Newman with good speed was going to make that closer than he thought.
Absolutely. It's, normally that would almost be a routine play, throwing to third base there. But again, Newman, one of the faster players in the league, was able to just give Alexander all kind of fits there. And that's, I think, why Coach Deckman's out there right now, really trying to kind of settle those guys down. Hetherington had been cruising through this third inning, getting the first 2 outs, but a base hit by Newman, another base hit by Thiessen, and Summer Sports with John Poole scored on the air. Up the bat now is Chase Duplain.
Yeah, he flied out to the right fielder, lined out to the right fielder back in the first inning. That is hit hard but foul down that right field side. So we are tied at 1 as we play here in the bottom of the third. Well, they got the runner hung up. Let's see what they're going to do. They don't throw. I'm not sure if that was the design play or not, John, as they had the runner take off, hoping maybe to get in a rundown and steal a run.
Yeah, that might be something Coach Deckman for Jerzees might have talked about when he came out to the mound, is really, if we do pick him off, not to try to give him, not try to get him at second to concede the run potentially at home. So
line drive, right field, base hit. That'll score 1. Here comes the throw to the plate. They're going to cut it off. Now they throw, but too late. 2 more runs are in. Summer Sports with a 3-run third inning. They lead at 3-1.
Well, costly. A great piece of hitting by by Chase Duplain. Hetherington trying to paint that outside corner, and Duplain serving it in the right field for the 2 RBI single.
Here's one more look at it, John. What do you see here?
Well, just again, down and away. Duplain did a great job with the pitch. Hetherington seems to be trying to pick that outside corner. Maybe he's wanting to start, maybe should try to start coming inside a little bit and try to keep these guys honest.
Weak ball ground to the second baseman. There's the force at third. But Summer Sports comes up with 3 runs on 3 hits. They lead 1 man, and after 3 full innings, it is Summer Sports 3, Jerzees not 1, as we now move to the top of the 4th on Big Time Sports.
Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Attention golfers, be sure to visit Willie's Custom Golf in Stroudsburg. Willie's features 3 TrackMan simulators to sharpen your game. Enjoy the outdoor and indoor driving range and browse in our fully stocked pro shop. Private lessons available from our golf professionals. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Willie's Custom Golf has it all. For
what draws us together? What keeps us grinding long into the night? What drives us to excel? To give it everything we have? It's the moment. We're ready to show up. Are you?
At Mears Nissan, we make car buying easy. We want our customers to have a pleasant buying experience from start to finish. We offer a comfortable and welcoming space where you can feel confident making your purchase. Family owned and operated for over 35 years, we're proud to offer family-friendly financing options designed to fit your budget. Don't just take our word for it. Take a look at some of our happy customers. So if you're planning on buying a new or used car or truck, look no further than Mears Nissan in Canton and let our family take care of yours.
Back at Thurman Munson Stadium, Joe Dunn, John Aljasic, bringing you Class A baseball from Thurman Munson Stadium. 3 innings in the books. Summer Sports leads it 3-1 as we have Jerzees coming to the bat here in the top of the 4th inning.
The first baseman, Cade Whitman, up to bat. The Muskingum Muskie. Nice bat from the left side of the plate.
Muskingum down in New Concord, Ohio. I've watched them play a lot of basketball as we bring you some Mount Union basketball during the winter. Always seem to end up with Muskingum and Mount.
Absolutely. The hometown of one Mr. John Glenn.
That's right. Ball inside as he tries to scramble away without getting hit. There you take a look at him. Yeah. Left-handed hitter. Number 22 in the back of his blue jersey for Jerzees.
Whitman likes to hit the ball to the left side here. Let's see what he does.
Try to take it that way.
Yep.
Jerzees with a single run in the second. Summer Sports Andrew with 3 in the bottom of the 3rd, and that's where we sit right now as we play in the top of the 4th.
And a really tough 3rd inning there for Jerzees with a man on 3rd. In the top half of the inning, a man on 3rd, nobody outwards, unable to get him in, and Summer Sports responds.
Line drive left field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. You called it, John.
There we go, right on cue. Cade Whitman to the left side, base knock.
So leadoff single. And Jerzees in business here in the top of the 4th inning. Let's watch his inside-out swing here, John.
Yeah, almost like from the opposite side, but almost like a Derek Jeter, just trying to hit everything the other way, and keeps those hands inside the baseball and serves it in the left field.
Tying run at the plate. Takes that right on the outside corner for a called strike. Big, strong hitter up there, John. Right-handed bat.
Yep, I believe that is Savion Wilkins. No stranger to Thurman Munster. Savion, a Canton McKinley Bulldog. They play their home games here.
Keeping them close.
And Savion, who started this season for Jerzees as a pitcher only, has really been hitting well for Jerzees. And they have him in the lineup again tonight in a key middle part of this lineup.
Takes that one high out of the strike zone. Center fielder playing about midway Left fielder fairly deep. Expecting the power of this young man. That is hit in the air down the right field line and out of play. We have another game in Class A baseball going on simultaneously, being played out at Louisville.
Yes, Ziegler Tire is up 1-0 in the fourth inning over Hilscher Clark. Ziegler Tire playing in a lot of great games all year long. Looking to break through with a win here, but still a lot of baseball left to be played.
There goes the runner. Throw from the knees is not in time. Stolen base. Strikeout, 1 out, but the runner now in scoring position out at second base.
Whitman, who normally doesn't steal a lot of bases, got a really good jump there and almost a strike him out, throw him out. John Poole from his knees couldn't quite carry the ball all the way to the base, and Whitman with a steal.
Not a bad throw, though, for throwing from your knees without following through.
The second plate baseman, Duplain, was there. Had to short hop it and get the tag down, just couldn't quite do it.
Long look out at second. Fouls that one right back to the screen.
So it's Gabe Amicone batting .400 on the year. Really nice right fielder. Coach Deckman kind of moves him all over the outfield, but playing right field tonight.
Brandon White waiting on deck. Swings through that one. Good high fastball. Hard to get on top of that one.
Absolutely. Gerner did a good job of there getting the ball above his hands. And not much you can do with that one. Good pitch.
Those high strikes right at the top of the zone are hard to handle.
They are, and it's you know, it's kind of interesting. It's not a pitch that umpires call a strike a lot. You know, they don't expand the zone up.
There goes the runner to third base. One hop throw is not going to be in time, so that'll be an error on the throw, and the runner advances to third base.
Big pickup there by Cade Whitman, inducing the throw to second, and he picks up third rather easily.
One more look at that. Runner on third base.
Yeah, again, Duplain wasn't quite able to short hop it or at least block it, and the ball gets in the center field, and again, the Jerzees yard goats in business.
Takes that one outside and high. I would think a young player playing college baseball in Northeastern Ohio has a chance to play here at Thurman Munson. That'd be a good recruiting tool to expand your rosters a little bit.
Absolutely. It's, you know, again, every field's really nice, but I tell you, when you have a chance to play on a field of this quality,
Just a pop-up right on the right side. First baseman is going to move his feet and drops the ball. You could tell he was having problems, John. He tried to keep his feet moving right up into the what you call a high sky and couldn't make the catch.
Absolutely. High sky, and Amicone really hit that one high, and you could tell right from the start that he was having trouble with it.
You're right. One more look, John, and you can see, I don't know if we'll get a look at the first baseman. Now we're going to pan over, and you can see he's trying to move his feet and stay under it and can't make the play. That'll be the second error of the inning.
Yep, and that's the first baseman, Gavin Swope, just couldn't quite handle it. And now, like in the bottom half of the third inning, Summer Sports had an error, and they, Jerzees had an error, and Summer Sports was able to make them pay. Let's see if Jerzees can do the same, return their favor here.
Jerzees trying to close the gap. They are down 3-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. And that's a called strike. That's right at the top of the zone.
Really good pitch there by Gerner. Down, 1-0 pitch, comes back with the breaking ball. And not much Braden White, the catcher, could do with it.
And that one's on the corner for a called strike. Boy, good pitch, almost unhittable there on the black on that right side.
Well, again, we kind of talked about earlier in the telecast about just having quality at-bats and quality outs. And first and third, with less than 2 outs. It's just one of those metrics in baseball, just really trying to get a guy in from third base with less than 2 outs. And Jerzees, once again, unable to do that. Let's see if Nate Johnson can step to the plate and take care of business for Jerzees.
Nate Johnson, the number 8 hitter in the lineup for Jerzees. There's the steal now from first to second, so they have another runner in scoring position. A single could tie up this baseball game.
Absolutely. Emacon did a good job. A good jump there to get himself in scoring position. Emacon, I should say.
Drew Mason waiting on deck, but boy, for summer sports, you want to stop it right here. Come out of this inning still up 3-1. Another pitch right on the outside corner.
Summer sports a pitch away here from really, not really playing a clean inning, but no damage up to this point.
That one breaks high. As you mentioned, Jerzees with their lone run in the top of the second. Summers came back with 3 in the third. And now Jerzees trying to bounce back here in the top of the fourth, down 3-1. And now the bases will be loaded. That one out of the strike zone. 2 out, bases loaded. One more look at that one as that floats out of the strike zone. Ball 4.
Good take there by Nate Johnson to draw the walk. And now Drew Mason, the third baseman and high-room product, coming to the plate. Big at-bat here. Big moment in the game right here.
Drew Mason walked, I think, back in the first inning.
Yep.
Takes that one right at the knees for a called strike. Yeah, big moment, as you mentioned. You'll look back at this one. If the base is loaded, they can score. If Summer Sports can get out of this without any trouble. And now he's way behind at 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the course of a 7-inning game, there's a handful of bats you look back on, and whichever team wins that at bat normally is a big indicator who's going to win the game here. And this is one of those moments.
0-2 pitch on the corner for a called strike 3.
Great pitch by Gernert there. I think Mason never looked comfortable in the box there from the first curveball strike. He wasn't prepared for it. And that kind of really, I think, discombobulated him, and Gernert did a great job.
So they leave the bases loaded. They don't score. We move to the bottom of the fourth here at Thurman Munson. Summer Sports leads it 3-1.
Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
Dumont Sporting Goods has been outfitting winning teams since 1977. Put Doug Clark and his experienced staff to work for your team. See them for school jackets, silk screening, and embroidery. Dumont's is especially proud to be your exclusive area Russell Athletic Team Specialist. All of the name brands you love close to home. That's Dumont's Sporting Goods on Tuscarawas Avenue in downtown Dover. Team Specialist since 1977.
You're only as good as your people. And what we've done here is we've created a culture where people flourish.
We don't want it to be a transaction. We want it to be something where there's a consultative approach, a relationship that allows us to really, one, ensure our customer the right way, but then two, to let them understand the value of getting to work with us.
It's an extreme amount of satisfaction for this team that we have right now. We've developed a team that is solely based on relationships.
Welcome to Daystar Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Malvern, Ohio, your ultimate destination for automotive excellence. Get behind the wheel of your dreams with our exclusive lineup of top quality vehicles. From sleek sedans to rugged SUVs, we have something for every driver. Explore our wide selection of premium cars and let our expert team help you find the perfect match. Don't settle for ordinary. Upgrade to extraordinary at Daystar Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Malvern.
We move to the bottom of the fourth inning here at Thurman Munson Stadium. You're watching Canton Class A baseball. Summer Sports 3, Jerzees 1. That's a base hit here to lead off the bottom of the fourth.
Trevor Zeekley steps right up and knocks the first pitch of the inning in the center field.
So Summer Sports with 3 last inning, trying to add on here as we play in the middle part of this baseball game. Here's Cole Clements, I think, number 7 hitter.
This is actually Bo Wolf. So this is one of those line shares we talked about before. Yeah. So Clements was slated, but Wolf's also line sharing with them, and I'm guessing they brought Wolf in to potentially bunt. Coach Koenig for Summer Sports, sensing that this game might be more low scoring and looking to get maybe a guy to second base and get that guy in scoring
trying
position.
To play a little small ball here in the top of the fourth, and there's the bunt as you predicted. After you've seen these teams 3 or 4 times, as you have, John, you get a pretty good handle on what the coaches like to do and what the players can do.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's definitely familiarity there, and you know, you see these guys enough, you know what their skill set is, and kind of the feel of the game as well here. And again, Coach Koenig just is sensing a low-scoring affair, and Hetherington there, Bo couldn't get the bunt down. Hetherington takes care of it.
Called strike 3.
Yep.
Let's take one more look at it. Takes that one right on the corner.
Yeah, Hetherington he's been on that outside corner, and his off-speed pitch able to catch the corner, and that was it.
Ball gets momentarily behind the catcher, but he recovers quickly. Summer Sports trying to add on here in the bottom of the fourth. As we mentioned, they lead at 3-1. Good pitch right in the outside corner. Tried to take that in the right field and couldn't catch up with it.
Yeah, Hetherington with a really smooth delivery, and with that long frame does a good job of letting the ball out a lot closer to the plate. And that ball gets on top of you a lot quicker than you anticipate.
That is fouled out of play on the roof on the right side. And if you've been to Thurman Munson Stadium, you recognize that sound as the ball jumps on that steel beams up there.
Absolutely.
I know the major leagues have a rule how many baseballs you got to have to start a game. In the Class A league here in Canton, is there a league? You got to have your baseballs ready.
You got to have your two new pearls out there for each team, and then you got plenty of backups as well. But yeah, it's interesting. I just read an article, I think a couple days ago. They average 100 baseballs per major league game.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember watching baseball as a kid. They used to throw out not as many baseballs as they do now. It seems like every other pitcher throwing that baseball out of play.
I think they're making a little more money nowadays, and so they're not afraid to discard a $5 baseball. But yeah, you can do the math with 100 of them a game.
It's amazing. Of course, my son and I were down in Tampa last year to watch Cleveland and Tampa Bay, and after inning, the first baseman take it and throw the ball into the stands, which I never noticed either growing up.
Well, you know, we are fortunate enough to take a spring trip, my family, to Arizona for spring training.
Oh, yeah.
And I have 3 sons, and we went to a lot of different games out to the Scottsdale,
Phoenix
Tucson,
area then, yeah.
And just a kid's wildest dream. I mean, every other baseball is being thrown back up into the stands.
That pitch is in the dirt. Runner doesn't go. They have it out to Tucson when the innings are out there. Second out of the inning.
Yep.
2 down, runner stranded at first.
Yep, they're now.
One more look. Let's take a look at this one.
Again, that Hetherington off speed, just hard to lay off. They get him on the check swing.
So 2 out, runner still at first base. Summer Sports trying to come up with some 2 out lightning here in the bottom of the fourth. They already lead 3-1.
Jared Sanders comes to the plate, the first baseman. Had a nice diving catch, I believe, in the 2 innings ago to save a run with a man on third base.
Runner doesn't go, and that pitch again is right on the corner.
I tell you what, if you have an opportunity, if you're a baseball lover and you have an opportunity to get to Arizona for spring training, I would highly recommend it.
I agree 100%.
There are probably 5 to 6 ballparks with 12 teams.
There's the runner going. They'll throw, and not in time. High throw, slide in with a stolen base.
But you probably have 12 major league teams within about a half an hour, and you can go see a lot of different teams. A lot of fun.
There's the throw. Little high throw, but in with the slide with the stolen base. Gets in the scoring position.
Good jump there by Zekely to swipe the base.
And that is hit foul, lined into the seats on that third base side. Trying to look if there's any few fans over there.
Yep. Now, unlike the major leagues, the balls that go in the stands, we would ask you to return them, please, to the dugout nearest dugout.
Got to throw it back.
Yeah. You get to be like a fan out in Wrigley Field, out in the bleachers there. Throw it back.
Ground ball right at the first baseman. He'll take it himself, and that does it. So Summer Sports gets a runner as far as second. He's stranded there. We have played 4 full innings here at Thurman Munson Stadium. It's Summer Sports 3 and Jerzees 1 as we move to the 5th inning.
The newly remodeled 30-acre Akron Auto Auction, located at 2471 Lay Drive in Akron. Our weekly auction starts at 9 a.m. every Tuesday. Our public auction offers repossessions and U.S. government vehicles. Akron Auto Auction makes buying and selling with confidence as effortless as possible. We're open to dealers and the public. Check current weekly inventory or learn more at akronautoauction.com or call 330-773-8245.
There are 87,000 new IRS agents. Fireside Tax is the best accounting value in Stark County. With audit defense and identity theft restoration through Protection Plus, Fireside Tax can help you deal with the new agent. Fireside Tax has been in business for over 18 years and provides tax, accounting, and payroll services, including flat fee accounting and flat fee payroll. Fireside Tax also handles individual and small business income tax returns.
LodgeVision Technologies is a locally owned IT service management group in Winesburg, Ohio. If your small business has technology needs ranging from workstation setups to network management, filtering, and cybersecurity, LodgeVision Technologies has the team and experience to create a solution unique to your business. Our goal is to simplify your business by taking the complexity and difficulty out of technology. Contact LodgeVision Technologies and experience a true peace of mind with all of your technology needs.
Vitamins and minerals, feeding champions since 1983.
We move to the top of the 5th inning here at Thurman Munson Stadium. Joe Dunn along with John Aljancic as we bring you Class A Canton baseball on a beautiful night here at Thurman Munson. Final week of the regular season. Playoff baseball begins Monday with this championship game next Wednesday. You can watch right here on Big Time Sports. Charlie Jones will be in the booth for that one. Not sure who the teams will be, but if you want to see some great baseball, put that one on your calendar and come on out to Thurman Munson. I'm assuming that game, John, will start about 6:15 on Wednesday.
Yep, game time 6:15, and while most games during the regular season are 7 innings, the championship game is a 9-inning game. And it's really amazing what 2 extra innings does for the length of the game, for the strategy for the manager, you know, managing your pitching, that type of stuff. And so it's a great game, a lot of fun and a lot on the line. Tell you what, you called it earlier here, just a beautiful day for baseball. I mean, the only thing missing here tonight at Thurman Munson Stadium is the Cracker Jacks.
You're right. You're right. This is Owen Walder, number 44. Hits that one out of play right over our heads. And correct me if I'm wrong, John, there will be no admission charge next Wednesday. Fans can just come in and watch good baseball.
Absolutely. The more the merrier. We'd love to have you. Walter 0 for
Another
1
great
on the
pitch
day.
on the corner.
Now
Boy, we have seen some good pitching here the last couple innings with pitcher sitting that outside corner. Watch this one again, John, on the replay.
I mean, just Walter maybe expecting something else, and Gerner just painting the outside corner. Great pitch.
There's Ollie Schrader.
The left fielder with a triple, I believe, in the second or third inning.
Yeah, left-handed hitter. Takes that one high and outside.
Schrader with the high sock look. Joe, back in the day, what was your look baseball-wise? Did you go with the high socks as well, or were you more of a long pants guy?
I was kind of, when I played, I always had mine just below the knees.
Okay, I always liked that old school look, the old Jim Thome look.
Yeah, the first time you started going long, I didn't like it, but you know, you can't buck the trend. The kids, the young guys don't. They set the pace on what they want to do and how they want to look.
Absolutely.
Swings through that. I like the high stirrups too. I don't know. It showed the.
I guess what we're saying is I like Schrader's look right now. He's got a good look there at the plate.
Yeah, I like that look. That's an old look.
Plus you throw in the number 9 there. Roy Hobbs would be proud.
There you go. One down here in the top of the 5th. And again, that is outside and high. That's amazing how the look of baseball has changed. I think it all started with Charlie Finley and the old Kansas City A's. They moved to Oakland. They had the different colored uniforms, and he kind of started the trend on what baseball has turned into.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, you go from those days to now. You got teams with obviously their conventional whites and home and away, but also their alternate jerseys, their city jerseys.
You're right.
That
one's on the inside corner for a called strike.
The marketing departments for all these teams are very busy and justifiably so.
Ready again. Big pitch coming here. Outside corner on the block for a called strike.
Well,
another good pitch.
Joe, we've seen it time and again tonight. That outside corner, those batters just can't wait to get to that outside corner. Most batters look for something more middle in that they can drive, and these pitchers are doing a good job of staying out there and keeping them there uncomfortable.
That was a good off-speed breaking ball too that just kind of hung up there and called strike 3.
And that's what you see in this league. As you get to higher levels and you get into college baseball, like anybody can hit a fastball, no matter how hard you throw it. So having off speed is extremely important.
That one out of the strike zone.
And a special shout out to Summer Sports assistant coach Rick Yeoman, who calls the pitches, doing a great job tonight of really mixing in off speed with the fastball.
Yeah, they're doing a good job keeping hitters off balance, hitting the corners. That's a called strike.
Update from Louisville High School. Hilsher Clark has scored a run in the bottom half of the 5th to tie it up. It's currently 1-1, top of 6 with the Ziegler tire.
Good game out in Louisville tonight. Ground ball just fouled on that third base line. So next Wednesday night, Canton Class A Baseball Championship right here at Thurman Munson. Again, if you want to see some great baseball, come on out, 6:15 opening pitch. Big Time Sports will be here. You'll be able to watch the replay later that night. But better yet, come on out. Support this Canton Class A Baseball League.
Both
another called strike 3 right on the corner. Boy, a number of great pitches here in the last inning and a half. They struck out the side, John, on some good pitches.
Well, you know what? Not sure what some of these hitters are looking at just in terms of, these guys are making good pitches, but you got to see that throughout the game. I mean, how many punch outs we've seen with outside fastballs or outside curveballs, and give the pitchers credit if it's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But these batters need to make an adjustment.
I was always taught the way I played. I'm not sure about you, John. I was always a see it and hit it guy. But a lot of guys right now like to guess up there. They're going to try and guess fastball, off speed. But I don't know about you. I just saw it and tried to hit it.
Yeah, and that's kind of the message to any team that I've ever coached is just hit it where it's pitched. If the guy throws it outside, look to hit it the other way. If he's throwing it inside, pull your hands in and let it rip. But it seems like these batters are a little more selective right now, and they're finding themselves in some tough counts.
Yeah.
1-2, 0-2, and it's there's a reason why if you look statistically, batting averages go down as you're behind in the count.
You're right. We moved to the bottom of the 5th inning. Summer Sports will come to the plate. They'll be leading 3-1. Jerzees with 1 run in the top of the 2nd. Summers pushed across 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. So here we go in the bottom of the 5th inning.
And I tell you what, Jerzees pitcher Dylan Hetherington has done a great job tonight, allowing only 3 unearned runs. Has done a good job, but give Summer Sports credit. They have been opportunistic. When Jerzees have given them an opportunity, they have taken advantage.
I think this is Josh Sedmock up here to lead off here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Josh is a Lake High School product. His dad, Pat Sedmock, a really nice athlete and player at St. Thomas Aquinas.
Yes, remember the name.
Yep.
Takes that for a called strike. If I'm not mistaken, his dad may have played up at Akron, if I remember that name right.
I believe so. Really, really good player. He actually also played in this league as well.
That's hit in the left field. Pretty well hit. Left fielder going back. It's going to be over his head. Going to go all the way to the wall. Sedmock hitting the second is going to go for third, and he will be in with a slide on a leadoff triple. Hit that one over the left fielder's head, and he's in on third, and hopefully he's okay. Kind of stumbled a little bit going into third.
Well, just a big, strong kid. Had a great career both in baseball and football at Lake, and puts a charge on that pitch. Hetherington kind of left it a little bit over the plate. Tried to go inside, and Sedmock said no.
So a leadoff triple for Josh Sedmock. And that's a big run. They're going to bring the infield in now, John, trying to cut off this run. That's popped up right in the right side of the infield. Second baseman backing up. He's going to make the catch. Big out here in the 5th.
Really big pop out. But, we've talked about kind of those pivotal moments in games, and this is another one here. Down 3-1. Jerzees really can ill afford to go down 3 runs here.
Yeah.
So good pitch by Hetherington to induce the pop up there.
This is JT Thiessen, who singled and scored, I think, in the 3rd inning. And hits that one into right field. They're going to be a play at the plate. Right fielder coming in, and good throw. They're not going to send him.
Great throw by the right fielder, Gabe Amicone.
Let's watch it again, John, on the replay. Kind of a golfed it into right field. Not deep enough to send him.
Yep. Well, Hetherington did a great job there. No count on the batter. Hetherington starts him off with a changeup and gets him just a little bit out in front. Again, pop fly not deep enough to bring Sedmock in from third, and Hetherington almost 2/3 of his way out of this jam right here. Let's see if he can make a good pitch here to the catcher, John Poole,
with a chance to drive in the run with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. That gets by the catcher, and that is going to be a run, and that's the worst thing that could happen for Jerzees to give that one away. That's 4-1 now, Summer Sports.
Tough. I didn't know if it was a cross up here looking at the replay. Yeah, Hetherington just kind of spiked the ball in front of the plate there, and the catcher, Walter, couldn't quite knock it down. And a big insurance run there for Summer Sports.
So a run across here in the bottom of the 5th makes it 4-1. And a little off-speed pitch and swing through that one. As you mentioned, Poole, a big, strong hitter, number 3 hitter for Summer Sports.
And really just a great kid. I had a chance to coach John in the All-Star game last year for the Class A League, and just obviously a great baseball player, but a better young man.
As we mentioned, played his high school baseball up at Hudson. Another off-speed pitch. I'm guessing, John, the dream is still alive for all these guys playing, that maybe somebody will notice them and give them a chance at professional baseball.
Absolutely. If you
ground ball, that's not hit hard. Shortstop's going to have to hurry, and got him. 6-3 on the play, but Summer Sports pushes across another run, and we have played 5 full innings here at Thurman Munson. It's Summer Sports 4, Jerzees 1.
Treat your family to the best in dining pleasure at Chibo's Restaurant in Waynesburg. The very best in homemade pasta, rigatoni, and spaghetti will delight your appetite. And the homemade rolls and bread are menu favorites. Visit Chibo's once and you'll become a regular. Other popular items like chicken, ham, and veal parmesan highlight our menu. Take the short drive to great food at Chibo's in Waynesburg.
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit WayneDoor.com for a free quote today.
Unleash the champion in you at T County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
The all-new 2026 Chevy Equinox is here at Bear Chevrolet Toyota. Sleek, smart, and ready for summer fun. With advanced tech, bold styling, and room for the whole crew, it's the perfect ride for every adventure. Stop in today, take a spin, and see why everyone's talking about the new Equinox. Bear Chevrolet Toyota on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
Welcome back to Big Time Sports. Joe Dunn and John Eljancic from Thurman Munson Stadium. Moved to the top of the 6th inning. The last week of regular season baseball in the Canton Class A League, and an important game tonight. Summer Sports leads it 4-1. Jerzees has 2 innings to get back in it.
Up the bat for Jerzees is the leadoff man, Brandon Barnett, batting .273 on the year. And you're right, Joe. Top of the 6th inning here. Jerzees running out of innings and opportunities.
Now, when you're down 4-1, you take a few more pitches trying to get guys on base. That's going to hit in the left field. Going to be a easy out for the left fielder. First out here on the 6th inning. But you don't want to put yourself in a hole, but you want to try and get as many base runners as you can.
Absolutely. A lot of times it depends on the pitcher. Here's the replay, and Barnett just a little bit underneath it. Left fielder comes in and makes the routine catch. But, yeah, a lot of it depends on the pitcher. If the pitcher's struggling to throw strikes, you'll be definitely more apt to maybe take that first strike. But, tonight Gerner's really been dealing, with only so far, he's walked 3 guys, hasn't hit a batter. And so it's hard to concede a strike, especially for a guy who has 11 strikeouts on the night as well. So I would look to see, Jerzees here to be a little bit more aggressive and not take, the automatic take.
There's a ground ball, but it's right at the second baseman for the second out here in the 6th inning.
And that was Ben Yoder with the ground out to Chase Duplain at second base. And
hit it hard, John, but right at him.
Yeah, and that's...
You can see it coming off the bat. Comes up on a nice hop.
Yep. Duplain did a good job of staying down there, and kind of we talked about a little bit earlier, Joe, playing on these turf fields. Ground balls are pretty darn routine in a lot of ways with the natural bounce.
So 2 outs for Jerzees here in the top of the 6th inning.
The shortstop, Chris Alexander, up.
Alexander's been busy tonight. Made a couple crucial plays out there at shortstop.
Absolutely.
Swings through that one. So for Jerzees, they're looking for some late inning magic here to get back in it and maybe take the lead, but they're down to really 4 outs, 2 out here in the top of the 6th.
And as you watch Gernert, throw, he's just as kind of settled in, and Jerzees really just at least getting a base runner this inning to make him throw some stress pitches, meaning guys on base, you coming out of the stretch, that type of stuff. But right now he's just kind of cruising, and he's really doing a good job of locating.
Another good pitch on the outside corner.
A little shout out to our umpires, Mr. Rudebush behind the plate and Mr. Frazier doing the bases there. Umpiring, they've done a wonderful job all year long, and we appreciate their efforts.
Looking for some younger guys, especially at the high school level. I keep hearing from athletic directors I talk to, they keep worried down the road they're going to run out of officials for the sport. So anybody interested out there to stay in the game, now would be a good time to become an umpire or a referee or whatever your interest is.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's high.
There, so that just what we're talking about right there. The 2-out walk. Alexander, a fast guy. Look for him to steal a base here. But yeah, back to the umpiring. I mean, it is kind of, not to make it too serious, but almost epidemic level to where there's less and less guys getting into it, and a lot of opportunity out there for any young guy looking to make a good income and stay involved, like you said.
I'm not sure I could do it. I'll tell you what, I have broadcast so many basketball games, some of the things I hear the fans yelling at basketball officials, I would want no part of it. There's a steal, the throw, and offline, that's a stolen base.
Good pitch out called there by the assistant coach, Rick Yeoman. Poole, the catcher, just unable to throw him out. Good steal there by Alexander. But you're right, like with the umpires, like for parents or fans in general, be very careful what you wish for. When you consistently yell and berate at a referee or an umpire, like less and less people are willing to get involved.
For sure.
And don't get me wrong, we all Whitman here at the plate, by the way.
There's the pitch right down the heart of the plate.
There's bad calls. Those things happen all the time. But what gets me is whether you're watching a basketball game when every time the whistle blows, 50% of the fans yell. And so not every call can be a bad call.
You're right.
And so that's a frustration for me as a fan to listen to. And I could definitely see where umpire or a referee just would rather not take that verbal abuse.
So John Poole's going to go out and have a conversation with his pitcher, just maybe to calm him down a little bit. He's got 4 outs to get.
And good job there by Poole. Good veteran catcher. Settling Gernert down, collect yourself, and make a good pitch here.
Runner on second base, 2 out. Jerzees down 4-1. So we bat here in the 6th. Gets that one in the center field, but again, that's going to be an easy out. And that'll do it. Jerzees gets a runner as far as second base, can't get him home. And we move to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It's still Summer Sports 4, Jerzees 1.
To Willis Group Realty, where service meets excellence.
At Willis Group Realty, we pride ourselves on customer service. We ensure smart investment choices for a secure future. And we give back to the community because we believe in building stronger neighborhoods. Commercial, residential, land, whatever your real estate needs, Willis Group Realty has you covered.
Willis Group Realty, welcome home.
It's always that personal touch that they know you. Primetime has people that can help you through every step of the way. And when you're my age, you need that extra help.
You don't want a lot of questioning when you're already dealing with a medical issue. Primetime is trying to help us get down the road as long as we can.
And if you're not in the right situation, a senior can lose everything. I feel with Primetime, we picked the best program.
Certified by the American Lighting Association, Furbay's Light Shop is your go-to for all lighting needs, residential, commercial, or industrial. Our experts assist with every detail, from bulb size and fixture type to designing layouts. Visit us for hands-on displays showcasing various fixtures, or log in to furbay.com/lightshop. Let us help you visualize the perfect light for your space. Whether you need advice or want to explore lighting options, stop by or log in to Furbay's Light Shop today and see how we can brighten your project.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
At Mears Nissan, we make car buying easy. We want our customers to have a pleasant buying experience from start to finish. We offer a comfortable and welcoming space where you can feel confident making your purchase. Family owned and operated for over 35 years, we're proud to offer family-friendly financing options designed to fit your budget. Don't just take our word for it. Take a look at some of our happy customers. So if you're planning on buying a new or used car or truck, look no further than Mears Nissan in Canton, and let our family take care of yours.
Joe Dunn, John L. Jancic, bringing you Class A baseball from Thurman Munson Stadium. Beautiful night for baseball. Final week of the regular season for the 6-team league, and right now, both these teams trying to get in a good position to get to the championship game next Wednesday night. And as we go to the bottom of the 6th, it's Summer Sports 4, Jerzees 1. Summer Sports batting here in the bottom of the 6th. Again, we encourage, if you're a baseball fan, to come on out to Thurman Munson Stadium next Wednesday night, 6:15. The Class A Baseball Championship will be played. No admission. Come on out. Enjoy yourself. You can even pack a little lunch, right? Come on out here and enjoy yourself.
Absolutely. Pack a cooler. Come on out and enjoy just a good, solid baseball game. And the Jerzees Bar and Grill makes their official call to the bullpen. Number 42, Tim Benner, out to pitch the 6th here. Tim, a 29-year-old. And this is kind of what some of those guys, the guys who are a little bit older who play in this league, more of a college league. But Tim, a closer for the Tiffin Dragons back when he was in college, and a guy who still has a lot left in the tank and just knows how to pitch, more importantly.
You got to love it. When you're 29, you still want to come out and play, and God bless him. I'll tell you, that's great.
Absolutely, absolutely. By that age, I was watching a sitcom on the couch. I don't know about you, Joe. But give Tim credit. And a very good pitcher, indeed.
And if you're Jerzees, you want to stop it right here. You're down 4-1, but you want to keep it right there going into the top of the 7th.
Absolutely. Benner does a great job of coming in and striking out the first guy of the inning, Chase Duplain, and absolutely looking at the replay, just Benner, good job of kind of pulling the string on the slider, gets Duplain out in front, and gets the punch out.
Boy, good follow through to sell that off-speed pitch.
And really, for all those young viewers at home, very important. A lot of people think like the changeup or the slider, you want to kind of let up on that, and it's actually all in the grip. Yep. You know, you still have to rear back and fire it and let the grip do the work, you know, with the friction on the ball and slowing the ball down. So, crafty veteran there, Tim Benner, making a quality pitch.
Now, as a coach, John, are you still teaching the game, or these guys come in with a pretty good knowledge of the game already?
You know what? They come with a pretty good knowledge of the game. You know, I would say, you know, a lot of the coaches in this league have a lot of experience in the game, and so we're able to give them, you know, some direction in that way. But you know, for the most part, these kids know what they're doing. You know, it's like anything. as you get, as a parent, you're teaching your kid a lot growing up. But as they get older, you're maybe teaching them less.
Yeah.
But you're trying to make the lessons that much more important. And so
called strike 3. So the former Tiffin Dragon comes in and is pitching well.
He looking at the replay once again, same pitch. That one more of a curveball than a slider. Slider kind of goes, more horizontal. A curveball's more vertical, 12-6 there. And again, guys in this league, they know how to pitch. They're going to throw curveballs on fastball counts, throw fastballs on curveball counts, and Tim Benner, no exception.
Another good pitch right on the corner.
I actually had the good fortune of facing Tim Benner a couple years ago. I was managing the Boot Group A's, and we were short a guy, and so I had to put on the pants and play a game for the first time, and I'm guessing about 25 to 30 years.
Was the adrenaline still flowing?
It was still flowing, but all of a sudden I'm facing a guy throwing about 86, 87.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And needless to say, he put me in the books, but I did foul a ball off
there
of
you
him,
go.
so I was pretty
Made
happy
some
with
contact.
that. Yeah, absolutely.
2 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ground ball, big hop to the first baseman. That'll be easy. So 1, 2, 3 as we move to the top of the 7th inning. Final shot to try and come back and tie it or win it for Jerzees. They're down 4-1 as we go to the 7th right here on Big Time Sports.
Since 1988, Wood Electric has been your hometown electrical contractor of choice, trusted for top-quality commercial, industrial, and residential electrical work. From new construction to repairs, we do it all. And we do it right the first time. And when the unexpected hits, we're here with 24-hour emergency service, because the lights won't wait. Call Wood Electric today, where experience meets reliability. Wired right, right on time, every time.
Introducing Pizza Oven, a legacy since 1956. For decades, we've delighted taste buds with our authentic flavors. Indulge in our scrumptious menu, carefully crafted to satisfy every craving. From crispy pizzas to fresh salads, tender chickens to savory pasta, we have it all. Visit pizzaoven56.com and experience the taste of tradition at your fingertips. Pizza Oven, serving Northeast Ohio at our 10 locations.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
We move to the top of the 7th inning here at Thurman Munson Stadium. Jerzees comes to the bat. They're down 4-1. So they need some late inning lightning to tie it or take the lead. 7-inning game here in Class A Canton baseball. Take a look at a new pitcher, number 22 on the mound for Summer Sports.
Yep,
That's T.J. Newman, right?
That is T.J. Newman.
Who we saw as a leadoff hitter.
Yep.
For Summer Sports, had a couple base hits. So now he's going to try and close it out.
Yep. TJ, good, really nice pitcher.
Takes that one high out of the strike zone. And if you're Jerzees, you want base runners. You got to get some guys on base and try and cause some problems.
Absolutely. There's no magical 3-run swing with nobody on base.
Ground ball, not hit hard. Shortstop's going to have to hurry. Comes in, throws on the run, and gets him.
So Newman comes in right away and gets the McKinley product, Savion Wilkins, out.
Didn't hit it hard, and I think he knew the runner, and he had a little time.
Yep, that's one of the beauties of this league, the old broken bat. And he got him just off the tip of the bat, broke Wilkins' bat, and 1 out. So great job by the starting pitcher, Drew Gernert.
They went
Summer
6 full
Sports
innings.
went 6 full innings, 11 punch-outs, 4 walks, 4 hits, and an earned run.
A lot of those punch-outs were on called strikes.
Absolutely, a lot of called looking. So through a total of 103 pitches.
Is there a pitch count in the league, or you can pretty much determine the strength of how far a pitcher can go?
You can pretty much determine. Some pitchers are on pitch counts from their college. Hey,
Yeah.
coach, I got 50 pitches tonight, or whatever that looks like. But other than that, it's kind of manager/player discretion. Obviously, you're not going to throw a guy out there who's not comfortable. But for the most part, with the team that I coach, the Vukrip A's, like, if a guy's dealing and he wants to keep throwing, he's going to keep throwing.
Swing and a miss. First strikeout by T.J. Newman. 2 out here in the 7th, and Jerzees is down to their final out. Trying to get something rolling here.
T.J. Newman doing his best Nuke LaLoosh impression here, coming in and announcing his presence with authority. Gets 2 early, a soft ground out and a strikeout.
He's throwing strikes right now, right? At the knees on the corner.
Jerzees down to their final out here, and Newman just doing a good job of working ahead.
Newman, as we mentioned early, Evangel College out of Missouri. This is going to be a fly ball. Right fielder calling off the center fielder, makes the catch, and that does it. As Jerzees goes 1-2-3 here in the 7th inning. And our final score today from Thurman Munson, Summer Sports 4, Jerzees 1. And looking at the current standings as we go into next week, doesn't really change much as Summer Sports now goes to 14-5, John, and Jerzees at 13-7.
Yep, good win for Summer Sports. More importantly, it locks in a number 1 or number 2 seed for them. So they'll have a first round bye in the playoffs. And for the Jerzees Yard Goats, this loss will lock them into the 3 seed, and they will be playing their quarterfinal game on Monday night against Ziegler Tire at Mount Union at the University of Mount Union. So
okay, we're going to take a break, come back, and wrap it up with some final thoughts here from Thurman Munson after this final break.
This moment, it's a choice. To find out what you're made of. To own what's in front of you, no matter what that might be. We showed up, we're here. This moment belongs to us right now.
The newly remodeled 30-acre Akron Auto Auction, located at 2471 Lay Drive in Akron. Our weekly auction starts at 9 a.m. every Tuesday. Our public auction offers repossessions and U.S. government vehicles. Akron Auto Auction makes buying and selling with confidence as effortless as possible. We're open to dealers and the public. Check current weekly inventory or learn more at akronautoauction.com or call 330-773-8245.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Joe Dunn and John L. Jancic back at Thurman Munson Stadium as we take a quick look back at what happened here in the final weekend, or final week of baseball Class A. A big game tonight. Summer Sports wins it 4-1. Time to name our player of the game. And John, I'll let you do the honors.
Well, I tell you what, the player of the game, Drew Gernert, the starting pitcher for Summer Sports, running his record to 5-0, pitched 6 full innings, 11 strikeouts, 4 walks, scattered 4 hits, and only had 1 earned run to run his record to 5-0 and to improve upon his league-leading ERA of .88. So congratulations, Drew.
There they see our sponsor of our player of the game up on the board. Our thanks to everybody for supporting Class A baseball throughout the season. One more quick reminder, next Wednesday night, the championship game for the Canton Class A Baseball League. Hope to see you out here. Charlie Jones will have the call. We'll be bringing you that game next Wednesday night, but better yet, pack a lunch and come on out here. Admission free. And John, great job on the color. Glad you were here giving us all the descriptions and analysis of the players and the coaches. And best of luck, and hope to see you out here next Wednesday night.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for John L. Jancic, my name is Joe Dunn. Final score again, Summer Sports 4, Jerzees 1. Thanks for watching another big game right here on Big Time Sports.